it's Anne from the Useless Crafter. So I have been on a tear making a bunch of cake toppers, and this one I'm calling a milestone shaker. So it shakes. There's a sliding piece to it, right? And then also on this one, I'm going to show you how to do this, where it just kind of swivels so it turns. So we're not going to do any of the decoration part because that's just, you can go crazy on that, and I have lots of tutorials on that. But today, all of this starts with the basics of how to build a shaker. So what you have is you have the back of the shaker, and this is what we're building here, is we're making sure that there's no leakage. Your sequins are in here. So you have the back of the shaker, you have the foam. The foam is going to help you basically build a wall, a container, so that you can stick your sequins in, right? We're going to pour the sequins in. We're going to put the acetate layer on top, and then you're going to put the top and bottom of your slider. So you see your slider has this part sliced out so that this little guy can go in here, and whatever you put on top, it will move back and forth. So the same thing is going to be for the part that you swivel. Basically, instead of having just this part where it's going to move back and forth, right? So that's your slider. You're going to have a little hole, and you can see I just did this with a hole punch. It's not a really great hole, but I wanted to make sure that it was big enough so that when you swirl it, you don't have an issue with the glue around it, okay? So we are going to do that right now. Okay, so what I like to use is the Tombow glue tape. So you just want to make sure that you get a good seal all the way around your circle, on your foam. And this foam I bought from Michael's, and it cut beautifully on my maker on the flex foam setting. So it uses your rotary blade. I've had no issue whatsoever. And I'll turn this over on the side so you can see how thick it is. It's not all that thick, but it's enough to hold your sequins and any glitter. So we're gonna flip this over, and you kind of just wanna eyeball it. And see how because of the tape, the glue tape, that my circle is not completely even, but it's okay because you just wanna make sure that you're building a nice container for your sequins. And the reason why I say it doesn't matter is if you want to buy this, I have a video to show you how to create the circles, or if you don't want to do that, you can go to Creative Fabrica, and for $1 you can buy the SVG template. But what I like about it is that the way I built it is that the top of your slider covers your foam completely. So it doesn't matter if your foam is a little wonky, your acetate, whatever, it is completely covered. So you don't have to worry about that. All right, so now that we have this little guy in, what I will say about the sequins is I would do more rather than less. There's nothing more pathetic than a sparsely shaker. It just doesn't look good. I've made that mistake plenty of times. So I'm actually going to even do a little bit of glitter so that we can test out how good this thing is, okay? So I'm gonna grab one of my glitter containers. I'll be right there. Okay, we're gonna do this one. Oops, this one's not even open yet. Give me a second. All right, here we go. This we'll be able to see if it's, okay. So that's in. You want to just move all of your sequins into the middle so that when we do this layer around, you're not going to get any sequins falling on top of your tape. And also the way I designed it is, okay, so now that it's in, go ahead and push it down. I may have had too much glitter there. Too much glitter and sequins. I want to get this little guy in. Okay. All right. Smooth it down for a really good seal. Awesome. So I don't think anything came out. Now, if it did, and you felt like you didn't have a good seal, again, the way it's designed, which I, kudos to me, right? Is you can take your glue gun, geez, your hot glue gun, and you can do it now, and no one will be able to see this. So you're getting a really good seal. And this is worst case scenario. I think ours is sealed, but you can do that. And then, because look at what happens is when you put this over, you can't see any of that. So, all right, so let's build this guy. Okay, so you have the back of the slider and you have the front of the slider. You want to make sure that you tape or glue all the way around, but not in this area. And the way you build your little slider is, this is just, I mean, you can see I cut this myself. So cut a little circle. You're going to take a perler bead. So here are the perler beads. You can buy it on Amazon or Michael's. If you buy it on Amazon, if you can go to my shop, that would be awesome. So it's amazon.com/shop/theuselesscrafter. And I get a little bit of the portion of the sales. So you want to put the glue right in the middle. And my Amazon shop is organized by projects. So you would just go to Cake Topper, and then you'll see all the materials that I have bought on Amazon for my cake topper. And that includes the acetate sheets. So, okay, so you see how that's down? There's a little bit of glue all the way around. That's not gonna be a problem at all because our cutout here is wide enough that it will still move really smoothly. As well as when I was saying about the hole punch, if you make it big enough, that little glue won't get caught up in this circle, okay? All right, so let's build this guy. So here we have these two, right? What you wanna do is then you put your slider in. So you put one there, and then let's put one right here. And then I have an extra candy one, so let's just glue this together. Normally I would use my glue tape, but I just want to hurry and get this done. All right, so that's down. You want to glue it right here in the back. Okay, so we'll let that dry for a second. We'll put it on top of here so you can see what it would look like. So see, it turns. And then this one moves back and forth. So it's super easy. I love it. Once you do this, you can't go back to a regular cake topper. So you can see here, my tooth moves, the candy swivels. You can add anything you want to this. Here's an envelope that opens so that you can write something in there. And then look at the way it ties. I love it, so cute. This is a unicorn on top of an ice cream cone, right? So you can do this to keep it closed. And that's it. So please let me know if you have any comments or questions. I'll get back to you. And then if you have your own special requests, please post your comments either on Instagram, Facebook, or on YouTube. And I would love to help you make that project. I know that you learn a lot through videos, but when you customize it to your own thing, sometimes you run into problems that I haven't addressed. So I love doing those tutorials specific to your project. And I think that's it. All right, thanks guys.